Here are some steps and tips. First, choose a story that's a favorite of yours or that you already know quite well. A story that fits your classroom and learner needs. Next, feel free to change words, characters, and setting in the story. When telling the story, you can use gestures or dramatic voices, or you can prefer a simple and quite neutral way. Remind that telling a story is not like reciting a poem, so you don't need to recall word for word. Instead, think of the story as having fixed points or phrases which you do recall. Either in your digital classroom or face-to-face classroom, you can set the atmosphere. You can give a piece of music to show that it's beginning, and you could show some visuals. Create silence and use pauses with care while telling the story. Make use of props from time to time. Instead of showing actual characters, pictures, you can use bricks, boxes, and sticks to represent their characters in the story, and encourage your students to imagine. Move those figures and make them appear, disappear from the screen or the stage. Ask for students' ideas at some intervals. For example, the wolf was carrying a basket O. Here students would give their ideas such as cakes, eggs, etc. They love to have their suggestions used, and there is natural humor in their weird combinations. Another thing you can do to draw children into the story and to hone their listening skills, you can give them something to listen out for. For example, ask students to invent a tree shape and to remember it for a certain phrase in the story. So whenever you use the phrase in the story, let's say, deep dark wood, they must show the invented shape of the tree to the camera in the digital classroom or to you in the face-to-face classroom. From time to time, use sign language or known signals in your classroom. This way, giving the children a gesture to make each time you say a certain word or phrase encourages listening and involvement. When you finish the story, give a minute's silence to the listeners for thinking time. You can use a digital timer to set it for a minute and show it to the students. They can see the seconds tick away and know that the silence has an observable end, which again reduces anxiety and gathers their ideas. You can also change events or endings in stories, ensuring that characters have the opportunity to turn around their bad luck, and apply these strategies to real life where possible with your students. Sometimes you can use freeze frames to create scenes from stories that explore feelings and moods at a given point and the effect of these on different characters.